This is really the big test this afternoon. The kick-off, Australia kick-off at 7:30 here.
The first Socceroos pioneered international football in Australia. Captained by Peter Wilson, the 22-man squad had entered uncharted territory. The team was made up of locally born players and imports who had decided to call Australia their new home. They were moulded into a fighting machine by Reilly, who took over the coaching position 3 years earlier. The torturous qualifying campaign took the team to Iran, South Korea and Hong Kong, but more importantly, fired the imagination of a sporting nation. For the first time, the country's Cinderella sport got a look in on the nation's front pages. Never before had an Australian team competed in the world's most elite tournament. Their introduction to World Cup football was against West Germany, East Germany and Chile. But the Socceroos' presence among the world's top 16 nations cemented the World Cup as a major event for all Australians and not just soccer fans. And that remains true today.
25 metres out.
Teamwork rather than individual skills and a never-say-die attitude were the hallmarks of the 1974 Socceroos.
7 of the team had been together for about 4 years, and we were pretty close-knit, you know, so we were a good team all over, you know. Even if other players came in, we seemed to mix well, you know. Good. It was a good team.
We've been there, you know, regardless of what happens now, we were the first, and it's just a great privilege, you know, to be able to do that. And at the time, soccer was, you know, great players were playing, great players all around the world, Cruyff, you know, Pele, Beckenbauer and so on, and luckily enough I played against them all, be it in the World Cup, or in America, or in England, or whatever, you know.
We have such a bond, so many memories, that would be probably endless story for someone, for months to be told. But what is most remarkable, it's a bond between human beings who have the same, as Alan Meyer expressed, the same feeling what we had 24 years ago. We have the same respect, the same ego, and the same ambition still, you know. So.
Well, there it is, the team of 74 in the flesh, now coming out onto the park in these fantastic vintage cars, John, by the way, but that must bring some memories back for you. What was that, those bunch of guys like?
Well, I think it was the team spirit that got us through. It was a very close family. They've been together for about 8 years, and we had no right to be there when you look back. Part-time players, no National League here, no images from the likes of SBS to show what the game is like in the rest of the world. No professional football in any respect, beating 1, 2 and 3 in Asia, Iran, Iraq and South Korea, or before that the likes of Japan and South Korea. But the guys, we've had a great weekend here. We've got together, some haven't seen one another since that World Cup, and it's terrific that they're being honoured in such a fashion. The boys are enjoying it. We've had a great time. Their achievement was before their time. Ray Bart's there on the left, and Johnny Watkiss. There's Manfred Schaefer on the right, Jimmy Fraser. Manfred, of course, the defender who did so well in the finals over there in Germany, being of a German background, coming here as a young boy. But it was amazing that Australia qualified in those circumstances, because we weren't professional in any sense. We all had jobs here, we trained. There's Ernie Campbell on the right, Ray Richards, the midfield general in those days, on the left.
And he had a big role to play in matches against Iran.
Bobby Hogg, who unfortunately missed the World Cup. He broke his leg playing for St George and missed out, and Dougie Ucesenovic with him. There's Reilly, the coach, on the left. John Barclay, who was our manager from 1967 right through to the World Cup. Jimmy Rooney, midfield dynamo there on the right. Jimmy Mackay, the man who scored the goal that put us through. And there is Dr. Brian Corrigan. The great Brian Corrigan, who was not just with soccer teams, but all sporting teams in those times. He was with us from 67 right through until recent times, the national or Socceroo goalkeeper. But it's great that the boys are honoured. They certainly deserve it. Their achievement was before their time, and certainly they had no right to be competing at the level they were competing.
Well, it's a terrific atmosphere and a terrific mark of respect that the 74 Socceroos are being celebrated in this way. The skydivers are now coming in.